They'll be calling you a radical. Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. You know I stood right in this exact spot on 6/7/13 when I got the call early in the morning that San Onofre was shutting down. I got that call from Shane Rosa very early, even before San Diego media reported. I got the call very early this morning from Sam from the Cape Cod Downwinders. Thank you, Cape Cod Downwinders. Those are great, incredible actors. Pilgrim's done. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. As 4 years ago, this exact moment, 4 years ago, on 10/13/2011, I was staring death, right in its face. That's when the cancer attacked me. They took me by ambulance, and it was almost over that night. I was given 2 months to live, that exact moment. You can't make this up. My beautiful friend's funeral. I got up early this morning. I could just sense it. I said, this is going to be one major big day. That incredible funeral of his out here on this mighty, beautiful Wasatch where we live. Joe's Clydesdales. What an emotional day. Cubs win, Cubs win. That's what I said when San Onofre shut down. Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. You do know. And if maybe, I know a lot of people don't understand, but I'm a socioeconomist, and I absolutely know that United States culture mirrors baseball. 150, mirrors it. Ken Bird's beautiful document. Of course, he drank the Kool-Aid in the 10th inning, but didn't All-America drink the Kool-Aid? 10th inning's pathetic. It's horrible because he got the money, got in the club, but it's so much more than that. The Cubs win today, the first time in the history of Wrigley that they celebrated any series victory. You don't think things could, look, when we got San Onofre shut down, it was such a major event in world culture. This is a major, this is much bigger than those Red Sox cheating, winning, but this in Massachusetts, this is a major iconic moment in Americana. Wasn't done during the freaking steroid era, the whole freaking thing era. I'm glad the Cubs didn't win during that cheater era. 94, Tony Gwynn died of cancer, born that 5/10/60, baby. I was a 4/10/60, San Diego, in his lymph node. Fared himself better, came back. I was in the throes, right there at Waterfall Canyon. There's an incredible story. I have a twin sister, us mutating in the wind. And when he picked me up that night, everybody thought I was going to die in the ambulance. Me to call an ambulance. Right over here at McQuackty in the fight. I got so frustrated right here, I was doing my work. Just took off one day. About 2 years into the fight. Couldn't handle it anymore. And I put up that video, irony, I'll put it right here. So I didn't care. I walked all the way up Maylands, come down Waterfall, where me and my dad and my twin sister used to sit. Got all the way to the bottom, and there's a guy with his little boy and girl. I start talking. They're twins. Boy-girl twins are so rare, mutated. And, we're talking. I says, I used to sit right there with my dad, with my twin sister. And he says to me, and he looks at me at the same time, and I look at him. We both go, oh my God. It was the ambulance driver that night. He says, I always wondered. He says, I always thought you'd probably pass that night. It was so sick. Wow. I was in the throes so hard. My beautiful friends, 10/13. Wow, what a day. What amazing day it's been. What an emotional day. A beautiful funeral out there. Joe's Clydesdales carrying the body out there on the mighty Wasatch. It was grand. Pilgrim shut down. It's such a major event. People don't know. Indian Point's next. You people could spin, and you YouTube bloggers and vloggers and people that attack us that have really fought this. This is our lives. Oh, radiation's good for you. It ain't nothing. You pieces of shit are recording fucking history. And, cancer karma, oh, it's going to get you. And it's going to fucking, you're going to get mowed down. And the thing is, we're all going to die. But the thing is when you creeps fucking die, your fucking soul's going to be sucked into a fucking black hole for time and all eternity. My beautiful friend, toughest guy I ever known, a big fella hay fell on his head 8 years ago. Would have killed anybody else. He breaks horses, trains horses. He's one of the great, the last of the Mohicans, this guy. Would have killed anybody else. He stayed alive to watch his boys be raised, and he passed. His funeral was today. You know, what an emotional day. What an amazing day. His soul's where it's supposed to be, in its next place, in the beautiful place. You know, we fight. You know, Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. That was, what, 6, 7? I said we're going to hit the beach on D-Day, we're going to hit the beach age. And I want people, everybody to know, to be an activist, to take them on, whatever, there's no rules, there's no club. You know, it takes individuals, it takes human beings. They fear us, and they should. This is a major event in American culture. Major. You know, it doesn't matter even if they do go on and win the World Series, but they might. They might. You know, we need to win the ultimate World Series because of American culture. This is I mean, it's so major. I mean, for me to say that Cubs win on 6, 7, 13, because I know Cubs never win. We never win as activists. You know, that's why I said it. We don't ever win. We don't ever win. Cubs don't ever win. Come on. It's impossible. But we're pulling off the impossible. As David reached into his bag and he pulled out the stone and he slung the stone and it struck the giant. As far as I was at Frieda Meisenblair's house. She did it in Austria. Right as they're fueling that reactor. She's one of the most famous people. She's 88. Heart transplant 25 years ago. Run out of freaking Flint, Austria for standing up against Hitler as a teenage girl. She had a long talk with me about the intensity. You want to talk intensity? I sit at her kitchen table. Her intensity will burn a hole right through you. She says, you have it. You have to stay with that fight intensity and don't let these maniacs, because they're going to come at you with everything. She says, these weekends, these pieces of shit, these, you know, she didn't say pieces of shit, but these, you know, these people are going to come out, radiation's good for you, you know, blah, blah, blah. She says, these weaklings, let them come. They're going to get mowed down, you know. As I said this morning in my video, like a Bob Gibson freaking lower the mound in Kansas City, lower the mound in Kansas City. Remember, Bob Gibson lost Game 7. You know, they had to lower the mound. They need to fucking lower the mound in St. Louis as that fire's burning the real fucking series. You know, and fuck the Royals too. And I'm not talking KC. Wow, major debt. What emotional thing. Thank you, really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. I know, you know, they're incredible. Thank you, Sam, up there, Cape Cod Downwinders. You're incredible activists. You know, thank you everybody that's freaking battled. There's been so many great activists that battled Pilgrim for so long, but you know, I like her. I believe her name's Diane or Diane at Cape Cod. I'll tell you why I like her so much. She don't take no shit. Boy, she is intense in their face. You know, and as far as a softball activist, she ain't one of those. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Stay tuned.